Mm. No, no, no. Ain't no way. That was a quick click. Gilly. Arms Warrior doing more damage to me? I wonder what spell he's doing. Also just whirlwinding? Maybe he's just better geared then. Level 29. Yeah, got to just have a better bracket. Going Fury. I haven't really like looked up any build at the moment. I'm just going Fury, you know. I did put as many points in Whirlwind as I could. Yeah. It's weird because like the higher level you get, the less scaling you get. So like sometimes the higher level people come in and if they're not super geared, they do shit damage. Hamstring is important. That bomb hurt. So we're doing this is not a level 11. That just is a god. Like my whirlwind's 2-shot any non-boss. And like the crits sometimes 1-shot stuff. $47. I know what it is. I'm just putting points. Look later. Hey, Nova. How did I just get 1-shot? I looked over at Nova and looked back and I was dead. We just got 2 levels? We're 49 now? No, he does like a explosion thing, but it's usually like channeled for a while. I thought. Shadow Wrath hit you for 20,000 plus 30,000 overkill. So how much health do I have for you? I don't know. That's kind of cool. Thunderclap, I don't use at all. This is a whirlwind one. Charge thing. Slow run. What is this? Right, we're gonna go with that one. Alright. Is there anything over here that looks cool? No. Like that's I'll look at this later. What is that? Apparently there's a you can do time warped raids too. Or at least Black Temple. Sounds neat. Yeah. One is 73 is chunking. Herd prod does a lot of damage. The other thing too is I just leveled up like 3 times last dungeon and didn't get any gear. So now I just think I'm like much worse geared dude. So my damage is gonna get scaled less. They get something actually. Couple things. The weapons are behind now. It's fine. It's expected. It is kind of a weird way they work the game, where it's like the higher level you get, you feel less strong now in dungeons. Like doing the same dungeon at level 10, I'm a god. At level 50, I'm not. I'm getting weak. You know, it's just like a weird. Obviously, the numbers go up, but like it's just a weird feeling. I mean, as long as there's like 4 things around, it's worth it to. Maybe 3 was the number. I took some talent point that said if there's like 3 or more people. This one. No, this one. Yeah. There was something that said like if there's additional, it's like 3 or more people, it does 1 more swing at 30% damage. Yeah. Yeah, he's got a massive shield. He's blocking out the sun. Bigger than me. I don't know. I think it's a cooldown thing or something. I don't. That's a good point. I don't know. Let that look like a weapon. It is not a weapon. It is a necklace. Let's see. It's got to be an add-on. Not those two. Not that. Might be that. Yeah. I don't know if that's good, but it seems good. That seems good also. I'll look at this when I get there.
Keep your weapons sharp. Stay strong.
We are driven by a single purpose: retribution.
Chronokai Christo. May your days be long, your virtues
I'm gonna need new weapons badly. Gonna be the biggest reason that my damage has dropped. I got these at what? Oh my god, that's terrible. Yeah, we need new weapons. Does that mean Angel or Azata? I don't know. You see the Final Fantasy magic stuff that's out? It just came out this weekend with like they do pre-releases. Basically, just like it comes out a week early. Yeah, that should be good. Some really cool cards. It's selling out everywhere because you know how fucking nerds are about Final Fantasy. But my weapons have to be level 34 weapons, and I'm 50 something now, 53. So I have 20 level old weapons technically. That's why my damage has gone down so fast. And they scale, but they don't scale like as like epics. They still doing fine. Yeah, we're still hitting hard. See, I'm like AoE spec. But like, yeah, my damage would be so much better if I had better weapons. The Final Fantasy set's gonna be super cool. We might play today. I have like an afternoon hockey game. We have to click this. Well, um, uh, yeah, we're just getting unlucky. I don't know. I feel like my warrior got super lucky, the level 11 one for a while there. And then like the druid was getting like no gear at all. And he could probably solo some stuff. At this point, he's just a little slower. I could whirlwind all day long, man. Bro, I'm gonna be such a one-button player, like legit, next week. I don't know how it's gonna work for healers. You have to like target people, you know? So I don't know. I'm excited for it. Like the rogue class, like there's so many classes. It's like I don't have the patience to learn your shit, man. That comes out a week from Tuesday, like the 17th or 14th or something. Mm. Yep, gotta be the 17th. Then we got loot and a bird mount. You can't sell it. I don't think. I don't care. Skip them. Okay, let's see. Haste or haste versatility? Haste is really good. Empty these bags. Oh, hello. First off, let's empty the bags. I can check the auction house for some two-handers real quick. Because we're at the point where it's gonna, like, we can, the gear we're getting dropped is like eye level 300, and ours are 145. It just feels like, let's just look. Weapons, two-handed, usable. Look at the damage per second. It's incredibly different. Like, that's still an upgrade. A gray? Something like this price range. Should I just try with the gray and see how my damage is? There's two of them. Do it. Uh, that seems cool. I like the name Odin's Fury. Oh! Azada is a rebel fighter for freedom and good. Mythic abilities Dragon Companion. Bro, you get a Dragon Companion? Okay. Angel. Nah, Azada, dude. Angels are gay. I didn't read the other one. Superpowers. Yeah, they have superpowers, dude. What is this? Is there gonna be more stuff? Demon, demonic rage, demonic aspect, and then Aeon. What is this from, Jimmy? Oh, level 11 warrior. Got a random twink one. Yeah, far along this guy is. Not very. Bro, go do the quest and get the gems, my man. Maybe if he's just actually level 11. His name is Smurfer, though, which makes me think he's...
These specimens are very delicate.
Yeah, you've been playing that Pathfinder game a lot. Pick it up next time it's on sale. Although don't play I don't play video games, so I want to play World of Warcraft. But $7 at least I'll put it in there for rainy day. That's half of my library. It's just like, oh, it was on sale. I'll play it one day, and I never did. I do. I play four. Four. Is it four? Minecraft sometimes. League of Legends. World of Warcraft. What's the fourth one, Jimmy? Magic? Magic, I don't really play online very much, but I have, yeah. We do play with the boys. I like online, but don't do it too often. It's good. I was testing the one deck. It's like I think I showed you it, where you were like, "This seems OP," and I was like, "Yes, yes, that's what we're going for." So you can buy stuff with it, but don't. I never have. I think it's mostly cosmetic. So if you want to get like the raid gear from the older expansions, you can pick and choose, or I don't know, man. I'm just a fat piece of shit. Yeah, it's the tier one, the tier two set. I have most of it. I don't have all of it. I want to start. That was one thing I was thinking about too. Is getting like what's a good champ for just like farming old raids. Because I changed how the gear drops. Like I don't need to be on a paladin to get the paladin gear. No, I can't make it on this guy. I think you still have to be the class. But Jesus, are we just only getting cloaks? No, next is what we're getting. Another neck. um, yeah, but like it's easier to farm now because if I don't have to bring a paladin to get paladin gear, then like if the warrior gear drops some of my paladin, I can't do anything with it. But now you can get all the gear on one character. So I'm curious what would be the best raid farming for loot. Like paladin's nice to get 2 charges of that horse, but they're not super fast. So like those old big raids like Molten Core, it's just so much running at this speed. It's like I'm at 109 right now because of something. But like if I did boot enchant, killed something, get plus 30, at least I'm running at like ground mount speed. No, you can't raid at level 11. Ooh, quest. Nice. Definitely think my damage went up with those shit maces. I'll check again at 60, which should be after this one. See if there's anything else available. I can put those Shadowland gems in, but with the way stats work, right, is like if it says that you gain 15 speed, it doesn't do the same percent, right? It might do like I think you can get 49% with the gems in level 11, but you could probably get like 10% here. So it might still be worth it to make one, to have the extra 10%, and then add the boot 10%, and then, I don't know, get a cloak or something. There's a cloak enchant with 2%. So, but it doesn't come out at the same speed. Yeah, I was hoping that, I was thinking that would be really cool to do a warrior zooming around at 200% speed. I might turn my dwarf warrior and try to do that. Just see how fast we can do it. Because the nice part about Alliance is they're super close to Blackrock Mountain and Stormwind. So like you just teleport to Stormwind and you can just fly over a hill and you're at the raid. So, and try to. He's level 70 right now, so he could do it right now. Yeah, transmogs account wide, and now it's even better because we don't need the class. So, I think I'm missing like 2 pieces on the Paladin set, but like I might have to do like a Blood Elf Paladin too, because my human Paladin is just a little twink twunk, you know what I mean? He's got his own style going on. One thing I don't fully understand is rage. My rage is quite literally always max. And everything generates rage. I don't think I have like a rage spender. They just changed rage like that, I guess? I don't know. I want the walrus people. Like it was an actual If we're picking, you know, races that exist in WoW. Okay. The walrus people from the turtle people are pretty cool too. But the walrus people from like Wrath of the Lich King. So yeah, that's sweet. I got tired of random guilds sending me invites, so I just accepted one. Nah, Murloc are cool, but I think Murlocs should be just the annoying little shit fucks that you kill. Naga, I can see. But if it was between Naga, Warlock, the turtle people, Merfolk, I would say Naga or turtle and walrus first. Yeah, like Murlocs can only communicate with other Murlocs. I don't want to die.
Fascinating things.
You won. Turn these quests. Dogs are all moping around because Joe's not here. All they want is both of us home. We have Joe's gaming laptops here. Get the pups playing on that. Have Rainer man the keyboard and Nova man the mouse or something. Let's check for more weapons. We checked at 60. Oh, my bad. Checked at 50, and now we'll check at 60. Usable. Search. That's more like what we're talking about right there. 56. There's only one at 56 gold. Okay. There's one at 88 gold. Strength. I'm fine with that. We gotta have good weapons. Where'd they go? Mm.
Strength and honor.
And those unstoppables sold for 13 gold on their own too. So we made back some of that money. That's nice. Warband's transferable. I didn't know that. The gems here are for sockets. The Time Warp, they have vendors in the. Let's go see. I don't honestly know. There's anything worth we can get, but at least I can like send all of them to this guy if there is something good. The quest. Copy set. There was a setting. To just hold. Where you could just hold down the button. Press and hold casting. I don't have to spam it. He's just spinning. I'm turning this on my my Twinkie Twunk for sure. There's no reason not to. I wonder how it's gonna work with the one button rotation where it changes. Can I just hold down 4? Like put it on. This sucks.
Run, coward! Run! One pitiful wretch down. Go on, another one.
There we go. Now we're zooming.
For your pitiful Invaders have breached the defenses!
This is so silly. Oh my god. Makes me want to, Jimmy, come make a character so I can just run you through dungeons. Justice pauldrons. Well, you know what, dude? That's literally where it's going to be in a week, so. If that's how you play, that's that works. '63. I didn't even know it was '62. I think it stopped when I was out of combat, so you can't just hold it and run around. Maybe if I start it when I'm out of combat, but no, I'm still doing it. I have no idea. Must have just hit another button or something. I don't know. Wonder how that works if I hit. I got stunned and it. I was holding down the whole stun and it didn't start back up. Gotta test this. Yeah, probably. I feel like the tank monk or DPS monk could be fun to twink too, even if the Mistweaver one is the one most people do. Game really wants us to have as upgraded of neck as possible. So here's some things we can get. No, this is not. I mean, this is things we can get, but unrelated. This is just other shit. Does not apparently know how item levels work. 89 the highest. Okay. Where is?
The Naru have not forgotten us. Blessings upon your
What? Oh, it's here. Time walking vendor. So there's tabards. Acquire the Shadow Moon Warlock's vestments. So this is like a whole set amount. This is all cosmetics by the extra pink. So is this not custom? Is this actual set then? I don't know. What is this? Rep? Toys? Oh, that's nice. I would have saved some money and got those if I knew about that. But I was not paying attention. So there might be some upgrades in here then. For 25? Okay. I wonder if this stuff just I gotta click. Just scales with your shit. That's nice. Oh. That's real nice. Is that the level of gear I'm getting? Like, I wonder if I come back at 5 levels, if it's going to be even better. Some of these are huge upgrades. That's all. That's all. There's no transmog. There's a transmog mount down here. I have no favorite mounts. Oh, we got new appearances too. I was paying attention. I should sell this shit too. So I wonder. I think that that time warp gear might scale with your level. That'd be really nice. Were there rings? I don't think I looked that far last time I was here. I got plenty of stuff. I just no rings. Toys. That's cool. Cool. Kind of simple. Between my characters, I probably have a shit ton of this stuff. Eternal, so you can get heirlooms? Oh, this upgrades your heirlooms. The reason I had to stop using heirlooms is because they capped out at level 34, which is just what my dumbass bought. I never paid to upgrade them. I got a shit soon. I'm gonna have to poop after this one. If not in the middle of it, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I want to make sure I get all the tier 1 stuff. And then go through the different tiers, you know. We'll go check that gear afterwards and see if it's higher than 335. Yeah, desperately need rings. Oh. Forgot. Demon Hunter might be a fun one to make my raid clear too, because they have so much move speed and dashes and shit. Like they got as a tank, he's got 2 charges of that. Just like look for all of the run speed. Drop the stone. Oh, we didn't get all. There we go, 65, bitch. Yeah. I think you either equip it or vendor it. I think so. Like, if you trade it or sell it, you don't get the appearance. But like, by using it as your own shit, either for money or whatever, you get the appearance. Yeah, so it's really easy. They made it super easy to start collecting stuff, so. And level, and fucking everything. But what are you gonna do? It's easy enough to level that I'm like, oh, I have a level 70 Alliance warrior. I think I'd like a Horde one. Let's just spend a few hours leveling that. I was at 30 last night. I didn't run much. Like, I started pretty late and just ran a couple things and stopped when you got off and got 16 levels. And then started again, what, hour and a half ago, maybe? Someone made like an Urgot set. That's kind of tempting. I don't remember who it was, what class it was for. I think I have it bookmarked somewhere because I was like, that's fucking sick. I have to poop. Alright, so we're 66 now. So I want to see if the gear here is better. It went up. Look at that, dude. So it's not full. It's a couple levels behind of what I'm getting from. I think I got 350 cloak, 353 from the drops, but here I would get 343. So it's like 10 item levels behind. But it went up 10 item levels. I was buying the helm 335, so it's scaling with me. And
Feel free to browse.
that shit is cheap. I still have 1,000.
Good luck, friend.
Yeah. So now like every 10 levels or so, I just go buy a new set. And see, we're getting 359. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna go poop, and then we'll continue this endeavor. Okay. I think I'll upgrade when it gets to like 50 item level difference. Because right now, the 10 doesn't feel that good. Have I been in defensive stance that whole time too? Jesus Christ. Can you believe that shit, Nova? Missing out on crit or something. Oh, that's it? Well, that's kind of shit. I mean, this is still better, but... Bye, Nova! I mean, this guy was... That druid was pumping out damage, man. Jeez. Carry you, Jimmy. Early hockey today, 340. Leave it 240. TBC, because it's time walking this week for TBC, they do this event called time walking. And I don't know, everybody's queuing for it, so the queues are super fast. Because you can get, even if you're in, like there's level 80s in here, and they will get like decent gear. Like if you're gearing up, and then at the end of it, when you do 5 of them, you get like a raid tier piece. So, everybody's got to do 5 is the idea. So I did it on the rogue. Terrible damage because I have no idea what to do. Like for strictly leveling, I don't think it matters too much which one we do. But we also get those time warped gems from this. So it's kind of double dipping on the nice loot. Normally that vendor's not there. She's only there this week during, I think just this week. Could be wrong. I've been wrong before. Once or twice. don't know why this isn't automatically on. You can still spam stuff. It doesn't change anything for the negative, but I can just sit here like an idiot and be like, you know, I'm just no whirlwind for the next 2 minutes. Hold it down. There's more than 4 things, so all I want to do is whirlwind. We get a ring? That's nice. Rings are like my worst. Was that not a ring? Was it a neck again? Oh my god, it was a neck. Jesus, all we're getting is necks. Need weapons. Rings. The only spell, the only thing you can say like you only need it would be whirlwind. I am afraid of this damage. You gotta spin through here because of those guys. Well, backs are good too. It's not a fucking neck. $309. It's gotta have some super low stuff in here. Chest. Ugh. Look at that 157. Gloves, chest, and gloves. And rings. Chest, gloves, and rings. There is no chest. That's lame. So it's not. I didn't miss them. They just don't. They don't exist. Okay.
Be careful.
Yeah, said she went. So there's this coffee shop bakery in Bend that's really like called Sparrow. And she said she went there and the line was super long, like around the block. So she's like, "Fuck, I guess I'll go to the bookstore nearby to kill some time and come back and check it." And she went to the bookstore, and they have a coffee shop and a Sparrow bakery in the bookstore. So she's eating the roll right now and sipping a nice coffee in a bookstore. Like, what else could they have? Like, hey, while you're waiting for your coffee, here's a puppy to hold. Please, they'd love it if you read to them. Like, what else could this place have? Like, holy shit! So we went there. We went together to Bend once, and their rolls fresh are really good. They put like cardamom in it, so they have a little bit. It's almost like a cinnamon roll, but with more cardamom flavor than cinnamon, and it's different, but still very very tasty. I mean, I like cinnamon as well, so I like those too. But it's a little different of a flavor of the rolls they do there. She flew first class up there, and she's like, she did it because, oh yeah, those rolls were really good. Oh yeah, you went there too. Um, she flew first class up there, and she was like, one, she only did it because checking a bag was like $60 or some stupid number, and the basic bitch class plus check the bag was more than the first class ticket, which came with two checked bags. So she was like, I guess I'm just gonna fly first class. It's a short flight. I don't know if that just changes things or something. So like they're about the same price. So she was just like, yeah, I'm doing it. She got her bag checked. So apparently you get like priority bag check and like security too. So she got through security and her bag checked at LAX in under 15 minutes. She gets there. She's like, as soon as you sit down, they were like, "Would you like a mimosa?" She didn't have one, but they brought her a ginger ale in like a glass cup. And they just like like in the basic bitch they bring you one and like they're not coming by again. But she's like, here they kept coming by and like topping it off. She's like, the leg room alone was worth it, but then like that plus the, oh, I'm dead. I'll run back in so I get the XP. Yeah, she had a very good experience doing it. She's like, we're never flying regular class again. I think I probably am because I'm, you know, I am a basic bitch. I'm not bougie, but she bougie. Yeah. Whenever I go, they're like, we might put you underneath with the dogs. We're gonna put you with the luggage. Yeah, so apparently, like, if it's close, it's probably worth to. Oh, nice gloves. That's a huge upgrade. Oh, we have one of these too. to at least do the math if you're checking a bag or we're thinking about it. So she's into it. And there's a bulldog on the plane sitting behind her. Yeah, that's how it usually is to me too. Where it's like you're paying double to fly, or close to it. And like even if you're checking 2 bags at $60 a pop, it's still, you know, $620 versus $850. And maybe if it's a long flight and you're gonna be that much more comfortable and have better snacks and stuff, I don't know, but it might be worth it. But she has sworn by it. She's like, I'm never doing that basic bitch cattle fucking shit again. I am a bougie girl now. So she's flying back with it too, so she's gonna have a really good. We got to the airport LAX an hour and a half early, and she was stressing because she wanted to get there 2 hours earlier, but we didn't leave on time, as is tradition. And I was like, hour and a half is still totally fine. Like, I know LAX is huge, but it's gonna be fun. And then she got through super fucking quick. It was just like, I guess I just have time to hang out now. That was so fast. She could see the big line, and she thinks it probably saved like an hour. So, yeah, she loved it. So she's had a good experience so far. She says the Ubers are a bit annoying because it's not as populated of an area, right? Ben's a big city, but it's not Orange County. Yeah, I don't have TSA pre-check. I don't fly enough. I don't even have an ID that would let me fly at the moment if I needed to. I need to, but like I don't care enough right now. Now that you have to have a super ID or what the fuck the gay shit's called. I just still don't understand like what a real ID versus why it's better. I don't understand why it's better. Whatever. It don't matter. Trying to go to Colorado in August with Kevin, but if we do, we're gonna road trip it. Sounds fun to me. I like road tripping. But what is 2 warband mentors? 2 characters? We got a ring! Huge upgrade. Yeah, right. Dropping the stone. I have more spells I could be doing. I've never used the Odin's Fury thing. Let's see what this does. Yeah, I should have done it, but I never did. Joe keeps talking because I don't fly often, but it's like we went to a couple concerts where we had to fly to. We went to Red Rocks and we went to the Gorge. And that's like the only 2 times I've flown in the last 5 years. Like luckily at the time, it was before May when this shit became official, so I could just use my ID like a normal. I never knew My driver's license was a fake ID. I had no idea. Am I 70? No, but I will be. Look at all these numbers. This is why you play the game, Jimmy, for numbers. You know? Yellow number generator. It's gonna hurt if they all die at once. Not too bad. Odin's does just a chunk of damage. The bleed. Is it all enemies? Yeah, okay, so that's cool. I might put this here then. I didn't realize it was an AoE thing. I think piercing howl stun snares on enemies. Don't need that as much. Did we get a weapon? A 415 weapon? God damn. Hell yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the people, dude, man. It's all Zoomers, dude. Everybody wants to pull 7,000 things at a time. Crit verse, and then this crit haste. Yeah, I think yeah. All right, I want to see what the current eye level of this shit is. 402. 402, I think, is worth it. I was curious if it jumped a little bit more because we were. What did I get? Strength, haste verse, crit verse, crit haste. I like crit haste. Was that even an upgrade? Yeah. Okay. Yep. 67 crit haste. 67. 31. Yep. AoE in dungeons is king. Yeah. It really dooby doo. Alright, is there oh, the vendor. Nobody's hanging out in there. I don't have the what's it called? Transmog mount. Oh, I do have a transmog toy I could use. Might use that real quick. Forward to our negotiation. 10-minute cooldown. Beautiful. They didn't do it. I'm not using a one-hander. Oh. Well, that is unfortunate. So we'll get another one of these. I did not read that it was a one-hander. Don't you silly Billy me, you son of a bitch. It's another single target thing. I think we're done with these trees. I think we start getting these points now. I don't know which one to do. We can just fix it later. Today. What's this guy's name? Ray from Pumpkins. Never saved his thing. So I should eat at some point. I'm gonna order something. Twinking and Twunking. We have a game Wednesday. Oh, I never. Doing a little Sunday night magic tonight. Sounds like it. Silly Billy. I put a sticker on Jolene's suitcase that says Silly Billy. King Gizzard has a part in their song where he's just being a silly Billy. And it's a pig wearing a collar that says Silly Billy. I didn't steal it from you. King Gizzard stole it from me. Unless you mean the sticker. I might have another one. Somewhere. If I find it, I'll send it to you. Even if you don't like the band, I feel like you would like a pig wearing a Silly Billy hat or collar. We were waiting in line for the merch thing. It was a super long line. We ended up not even finishing the line. We just like, no, this is taking too long. But there's some girls in front of us that like make their own stickers, and they gave us a couple stickers, and we're talking to them. Girls like to talk to Kevin because they like tall people. Females enjoy tall men, and he is very tall, so they very much want to talk to him at all times. And I look like the guy from the fucking World of Warcraft episode of South Park, so people do not want to talk to me, but sometimes they do if Kevin's there. No, he's 7 feet tall. $6'11" Kevin. He just had to rhyme. Funny because sometimes like there was one show where like the girls were obviously just trying. He doesn't encourage it, but they were very much talking to him. Odin's it's like 2 minutes, and there's a lot of damage. Or my damage just hit 70 and scales differently or something, but I'm doing a lot more damage than I was before. And they're like, they always ask how tall he is, and his thing is, guess. And they're like 6'5", and he's like, yep, that's it. And they're like, I know, my brother's 6'5", and you're about his height. And he's like, you should see your brother more. Like, if you're guessing, they're about the same height. And I'm like, I'm 6'4" for reference. They're like, no, you're not. And I was like, okay. Okay. Yeah, everyone thinks I'm 5'7" next to him because we don't have a rogue. Come on down, people. Stop. Yeah, I look like a fucking Owen. Owen standing next to him, apparently. Little baby Owen. Where are they going? Yeah. That's what we need, is we need Owen in the picture also for scale.
Invaders have breached the defenses!
He's still playing hockey. I did not expect him to stick with it. When he first told me, I thought he was joking. Our other guy wanted to start because his son was playing. So he was like, he had like a 6-year-old, or he might be turning 7 soon. I don't know. Owen plays hockey, yeah. And Steve, our other guy from our Magic group, was like, he's like, Ollie is starting. He has a kid named Oliver. He's like, he's starting hockey, so I'm gonna start hockey. It's gonna be awesome, so we can play together and have that. He played like 2 seasons and stopped. Owen's played nonstop since, and he was playing 2 teams at once at one point. Started this like, there's this like borderline pyramid scheme pickup group that's going around that he's involved in. Yeah, he's been doing it, man. So good for him. It was not what I expected when he first told me, because they were like, "Oh yeah," Steve's like, "Yeah, I'm doing a learn to play, and it's this day at this time." And I was like, "Guys, we need to go and let's like play some Magic and watch Steve fall over the ice and just cheer for him." And Owen's like, "I can't because I'm doing it too." And I was like, "That's funny." Oh yeah, that would have been such a good Odin's proc. Shit. I'll pop it here. I played goalie with him. Or at least with Owen still. The other guy stopped. But I picked up goalie to play with them, so it's like fair. Because like they started in rookie, and like it would be unethical for me to play rookie with them. Like it's just like guys who've been skating for 6 months. You know what I mean? And it's like there's such a big difference between someone who's skated for 30 years and someone who skated for 6 months, or I guess skated as a child. You know. So even still in this league, it would be a little awkward. But because we moved up, we're not in rookie anymore. We're in like tin. But if we were, if I skated out, it would be a little overpowered. Sometimes that sounds nice, but other times I'm like, Sometimes I show up to play goalie and I'm like, what are you doing? You're not a fucking goalie, you idiot. Like, I'm not a goalie. But it's fun. I've got to work on my flexibility as my big thing. So we played, my game last night was goalie. And it's fun, but like our team isn't very good. And a lot of the games, it's like a very busy game for me. Or they just go through bursts where it's like for 5 minutes we couldn't touch the puck, and it's you know, like they just so fun, different. Really need to work on like my hip and like leg flexibility. That would probably be huge. But also, I'm at my age, like I'm not getting much more flexible. Probably should, honestly, just to make sure I don't get hurt or injured or worse flexibility. Time walking campaigns end in 52 seconds? What? Yeah. Like my hips specifically, I need to work on. Because, like, second. The butterflies. The style of goaltending that is popular in current Mountain Thane.
There is a vision being seen across Azeroth.
Don't know why. I just got teleported back. I think because of this, maybe. It's called the Butterfly, and pull this up so I can show you. Is this it? Yeah. So if you look at look at how his legs are out, and it covers the entire bottom of the net and here. So this guy's super wide. Like, look at that shit. Fantastic. My legs don't flex out like this. So mine is more narrow like this guy. See how his is like more of a V, and hit the homeboys, the one we just, where was it? This guy's is like a fucking flat V, and this guy's is more of like an actual like V, right? Boom, boom, versus wide. So mine's more like this, but my pads, the current style of pads is made for people like this. So if you can't get as wide, they come out more like this, and there's a little gap right here. So they don't touch. More like V versus like a flat one, right? You know what I mean? Where I want to get stretched out more like this so that they touch. So that my pads touch, and like look at the bottom of the net. From post to post, because if he's out a little bit, legs, there's nothing down low. I had one last night where I think I was pretty good, but it was like bouncing. I think it bounced over my pads and like right through that little hole right there. I was so annoyed. We lost 2-1, and it was I played fine. So this is without stretching. I think I need to do stretching. So this is what I need to get my legs doing better. So if I get that overlap and get wider, I'll be in a much better spot. But it's tough, and like it takes time. It's like if I could do like 5 minutes of stretching a day, sure. 20 minutes, sure. But it's like I gotta do like an hour. So, yeah. But I honestly, I should anyway, just to make sure I don't get hurt. My back has been sore all week. I'm not sure what did it. I had a 10 p.m. game Saturday last week, and then a 10 a.m. game the following morning for some stupid reason. And after the morning game, I was sore for like a week. I'm still a little sore, but not terrible. Okay. That sounds kind of cool. I'm gonna do this one because I'm doing a lot of attacks, and I'm not doing these ones. So this one seems just better. Let's go down the middle. I don't know. Requires Blade Storm talent? Okay, let's go find that. Where's Blade Storm? Gotta be in this tree. Okay, that sounds great. Okay, so we don't need that. So these are all AoE right here. I don't want to go all the way to 7. So maybe I'll do it like this. 1.5, 45. This is 45, 45, 1.5. Why is this taking so long? What am I queued for? Random time walking? Walk the dog soon. See if Jolene said anything since. Nope. Got audiobook to listen to still. Got finished Arcane Season 2. Never watched that. Shit. On my list. I wanted to clean up the house a little bit. But I was feeling like less of a priority at this point. Yeah, this is the time for dumb shit like that I know Jolie doesn't give a fuck about. Maybe I'll listen to the book on the drive today. We might do magic after, it sounds like. I'm doing a Brandon Sanderson book. It's the so he wrote this series called Mistborn. And it's a trilogy, and I read that a few years ago. It was very good. But then he wrote a second era to it, which takes place, I want to say, like 500-600 years later, on the same world. And I skipped it for a while because I was just like, it's gonna have none of the characters I know, because obviously, like, humans don't live that long. So I skipped it for a while. And there's so much other stuff that it didn't matter. But now I've run out of Cosmere related stuff. We're very low. So I was like, you know what? Let's do it. Let's finally get this going. And it's a 4-book set that takes place, like I said, much later than the original. But it's been good so far. It's kind of cool because, like, the people of the heroes of the first trilogy are now, like, legend and mythology and, like, gods, right? Like, people worship them as, like, the gods that saved the world. And they're not, you know, they're not around, but you can see how the influence of those people affected the world. And he also, like, so I don't know if it's much of a spoiler, but part of Brandon Sanderson, he has very, like, strict rules in his magic, right? So it's like you might have one ability where you are a person who can push off of metal. If there's metal, you can push it. So if it's something small, like a bullet, you can toss a bullet up and push it at someone super fast, and it's almost like you shot the bullet, right? Or if there's like a metal wall or metal table or something, you can push off of it if you're above it, and you'll push up into the air, right? Weird things like that. So the first era took place in, like, traditional fantasy world, bows and arrows, right? No guns, nothing, no electricity, nothing like that. The second era is a bit more of, like, almost steampunk era, right? Like, people have guns. There's starting to be cars. There's starting to be electricity, but not everybody has it yet. It's kind of like that era of stuff. There's trains and things. So now you're seeing how they have the same general abilities with technology has increased, but now people use the magic differently because technology has increased. Like, one thing that I thought was super cool is there's trains, and he gets knocked off a train once, and he's like shit, right? But he's a metal pusher. That's one of his abilities. And so he's running and he jumps over the tracks and starts pushing off the tracks below him. And he's basically using the tracks, just like his ability and the metal of the train tracks, to like push himself and just fly above the train tracks, chasing down the train. Absolutely sick. I was like, okay, that's pretty fucking cool. Yeah, every world in the Cosmere, which is like the encompassing universe of like Way of Kings, Mistborn, Warbreaker, there's all these different worlds. They all have a shared sort of magic source, which isn't really explained too much in each book for a while. But they all have very strict rules with how you can use the magic, and you have to have like a fuel to use the magic too. So it's not like I can just do this forever. It's like, no, you have like, we'll just say a mana pool, right? You have a mana pool of how much you can do, or how much fuel you've ingested or soaked up, how much, or you have to store it up somehow. So they have very, very strict rules, and then how people get creative to manipulate them. And it's super cool because like goddamn, when it starts out, you're like, okay, that's cool. They can do this. That seems neat. And then like 2 or 3 books in, like people have adapted and gotten better at stuff, and you're like, that's OP. That's sick as shit. And honestly, it makes perfect sense. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where it's like, this makes sense. This, it's obviously it's fancy and it doesn't make sense, but like when you get sucked into the world, you're just like, how were people not doing this before? How did this yeah. So they're all awesome, and they're all in one universe and kind of related. So worth reading, worth listening to, whatever you do. All of them are super good. We had one guy on my hockey team, Bobe, who he loved the what was that fantasy show we watched that lasted like 3 seasons and was like on CW and super cheesy, but like we enjoyed it for what it was. Seeker, something like that. He really liked that author and was like, this dude's my guy. Like, I don't know if I'm like looking for, yes, Legend of the Seeker, that one. Yeah. He loved that book series. It's a book series. Yeah. Super long one. And I can't think of what it's called, but I think I have the first book. Terry Goodkind. Yeah, maybe. And Bobe on my hockey team loved it. And he was like, we were telling him like, Sanderson's a different beast, man. Like once you get into it, it's a different beast. And we got him to finally start it, and he's just like, this guy is so fucking good. He's just powered through like the whole series. And the thing about him, Sanderson too, is he's not like a George R.R. Martin, where it's like we're just waiting. He keeps a schedule, man. Holy shit, he keeps a schedule, and just powers through them. Dungeon Crawler Carl is fun. And he has a bunch of, I think he's on book 7 or 8 or something now too. So he's been pumping them out too. But like Sanderson is like, someone posted in the in one of his things a reading order. Like suggested reading order, if you want to go in like chronological order, or like what's the best order to go in so that like things make sense as you go. There's got to be like 30 books that take place in this universe if you wanted to get like everything out of it. You know what I mean? Like there's just, oh, look at that. That's cool. So like, no, they cannot. So there's just so many things, and like, they're all their own stories and like good on their own, but then there's this story in the background going on that it seems like it's showing up more in the like Stormlight Archives, the Way of Kings series. It's kind of like the main series with like his big big fantasy series, and it's been super good so far. The little background story going on. I'll put this here. So, highly recommended. A lot of books, but he just keeps pumping them out. And he's written other series that don't exist in the universe too. Like he wrote a whole, I think, 4 books science fiction, like kind of young adult series. And then a couple other that he just wanted to write for fun. So the dude is just constantly writing. But I think he has said he like outlines a lot. Like that's his thing, is like extensive outlining. So he just has everything kind of like figured out, and then just needs to fill it in. And motherfucker fills it in. So. Like, I kind of got a little bit by Patrick Rothfuss. He wrote this really cool series that also had like a strict a stricter magic system, and it was supposed to be a trilogy, and he wrote the first 2 books, and they're awesome. People loved them, and the 3rd book is just never coming out. And I think it's similar to like Game of Thrones, where it's like he wrote it, and like it's just there's no way to wrap it up in one book at that point. You know what I mean? Like there's 3 books worth of shit. So like he sold it as a trilogy, and then so he just stopped. I think he just wrote himself into a corner of just like too much going on. And I think he just gave up. I don't know if he'll ever where it is, but it has to be like 15 years at this point since the second book came out. Let me see. What was it called? The Name of the Wind. I think it's the first one. The Name of the Wind came out in 2007, so that's the first book. What is book 2 called? The book trilogy. The Name of the Wind. The Wise Man's Fear? Wise Man's Fear came out in 2011. We've had nothing since. So it's just like, dude wrote 2 books. They did well. People loved them. And he just can't finish it. So it'd be great if he did. I'd be super excited to wrap that up, but it's just like, fuck, it's been 14 years, man. And then same thing with Martin. Patrick Rothfuss. He used to stream on Twitch quite a bit. And I want to be like, I think he would ban people if they were like, get off and go finish the book. But like, I read both of them and I enjoyed them, and it was also, there's just way too much open for a 3rd book to be like, we're cleaning this up in a trilogy, unless they just left like, so there's kind of he's like telling his story. It's told in like a character telling his own story, right? Like he's everything he's done in his life and how he got to where he is. But there's also like people actively like attacking him in the present also. So most of the book, like 90% of each book, is like told in the past, but there's obviously something going on in the present too. And like So it seems like the trilogy maybe could just wrap up the past and get us up to where we are, but like there's no way it's gonna be able to do anything with like the present. And I think the second book maybe had more of the present than the first one. Like the first one was maybe like 90-10, and the next one was like 70-30. So like it's clearly like a part of the story that needs to get told, but yeah. But Sanderson is not that kind of writer. He fucking writes and writes and writes and writes. So there's just always stuff like the I know I told you about it, but during COVID, at the end of COVID, so end of 2020 or maybe early 21, he comes out and he does this YouTube video and he's like, "Hey guys, like just wanted to talk about last year and how like COVID affected us." And like he started out super like down and like sad, like he's gonna have like bad news about like how COVID like really like fucked with his mental state. So everyone's like, shit, but it was just a bait. And he's like, I just want to let you guys know that like I didn't know what to do with all my extra time and was really struggling, and like so I just wrote a book. So he's like, I have a secret book that I haven't told anyone about, and I want to just let you guys know about this cool extra book I wrote. And he's like, but like there's a little more to it. I wrote a second book. So he's like, just two extra books that no one knew about in a year. And he's like, but there is also a third book. So he ended up writing 4 books that year and just releasing them as the way he wanted to do it is he did a GoFundMe that just went crazy. So he wanted to do it his own way. And he wanted to release it where you don't even know the title of the books. These are secret books. You know that 3 of them take place in the universe. One of them is just a standalone thing, unrelated. And we'll ship them out quarterly. Go. So, I've read 2.5 of them. There's one I started the non-Cosmere one when it came out, and it was fine, but like I was itching for Cosmere stuff. And one of them I need to get to hopefully this week also. Is like I think one of like the last things that I haven't read from the universe. But the other ones were super good. One of them was good. It wasn't my favorite. It was kind of one of them he said he wrote for his wife, and the other one his wife like gave him the idea for. So they were kind of more love story-y. They had like a love story going on. So I was like, yeah, this is fine. Like it was still interesting, cool to see the other worlds that exist and how they work. Yeah. So if you want the audiobooks, we got the audiobook option, and like he sent like keys for like 4 different platforms. Like I used the Spotify one, but whatever other ones I have, if you want to listen to those, they're cool. One of them, he's like this, the 4th one called The Sunlit Man. He's like, this is by far the most like heavy Cosmere related. So like if you guys are like deep diving and like want other spoilers and stuff from the universe, like this is the one. Whereas Tress is the first one that came out. It is still related and takes place in the universe, and like there is a familiar voice in the book, but it doesn't really like expand on like the big universe problems going on very much. Whereas Sunlit Man was super good. Yeah, it sold out like instantly. It was like, I think it's at the time it was like one of the biggest GoFundMes like ever. It was for fucking fantasy books. But yeah, super cool. So the basic gist of the universe that like it kind of gets explained, but like also like we've I would be like on like they have like a website where that just like has spoilers and has all the different info. Like if you forget a name and you want to look him up, they're like, oh, he's from this planet and does this. So initially there was one god, Adonosium was his name. And at some point, a group of individuals decided the one god for the universe was too much. They needed multiple. They needed to change things up. So they shattered the god, and these 16 individuals each took up a shard of the god and became sort of like gods of their own in their own worlds. So they each split up because they decided having them all together is too much. They're going to split up and each manage a world and be gods on their individual worlds. So that's why the magic's all related. There are some worlds that people didn't quite listen to it, and two do exist there, or some that kind of just do their own thing and go move around. But for the most part, the shards all exist on their own, and each world is telling a part of that and how, like, so one shard is honor, like it's all the different pieces that make up like an individual. One part is preservation, one part is ruin, and they all exist on their own. But then the magic source at the root of it all is just called investiture, and it's all kind of the same bits, the same magic bits. I don't know. It's a lot, but it's super fucking cool. And hopefully one day it's made into some sort of show or movie. It probably have to be animated, at least Stormlight would, because there's just a lot. Oh, look, it's the full fucking pair of pieces of shit. So go read it. I'm gonna take the dogs out, probably get some food and take a break. Now that we're 72, started at 46 a couple hours ago. All right, breaks. I gotta break. I gotta eat, and then I gotta go to hockey, and I gotta make sure the dogs are ready for hockey. So, oh look, I never realized the chat. That I put the chat on. See, you can see what I'm saying, and you're on TV, Jimmy. No breaks, just play. All right, I'll talk to you later.